Yes, it's Tuesday, and because it's Tuesday, it's the basic class. I know it's not your favorite Kirk, but the music is like being at a rave. Thanks, Terme. Just because it's Tuesday and basic, I want to up the music a little bit because the energy shouldn't be less. So today we're going to have kind of a higher energy music and still have the basic exercises. Hope you had a great week. I should say weekend because we're back to Tuesday and we're in a new week right now. And the heat, Kirk, how was the heat this weekend? Did it hit the 120s or whatever it was that it was going to hit down there? Hi, Rosa. Nice to see you here. I know that I'm trying to think who I was talking to the other day. Were they in Vegas or something? I don't know, but they said it got to like 118. So I know that it's been super hot. And today started off a little bit cooler. So I'm hoping that the coolness stays a little bit longer. But yeah, it's been really hot. 116, oh, that's nothing. 116, that must have felt like a day off for you. That's crazy. So I want to get the exercises going today. Again, back to the basic Tuesdays. Fantastic for beginners or for those that are just new to the board, but still a same challenge for those that have, I've been doing this obviously for a couple of years now, and still I do the Tuesday workouts, and going back to the basics is important. So about what I could talk about very quickly to inspire you to continue your journey of remobility. I don't know if that's the right word to say, because I know it's immobility and then maybe remobility or gain your mobility back. But this morning I was training a friend of mine who really wants to... Kirk, you had to wear your sweater. I love that. So I trained a friend of mine this morning, and he's got a goal he wants to get to. And behind a goal, there's passion. You wouldn't have a goal if there wasn't a passion to achieve it. But sometimes we can give up along the way because maybe the challenge is greater than we thought it was going to be, and you don't want to go through that pain or that challenge, or you want quicker, easier results. And so for some of you would know, I always say the goal has to be greater than the pain it takes to achieve it. Think about it. The goal has to be greater than the pain it takes to achieve it. Because if there was no pain along the way, everyone would be doing it, and why have that as a goal? So I was watching my friend who I was training this morning, and I see him suffering. I see him going through that pain threshold in an athletic event or activity that was challenging where he is and make him question, what do I really want? Now, it was pretty extreme challenges that I was giving him, but I'm seeing him do it with a smile. I'm seeing him do it, even though it's painful. I'm seeing that desire. I know I've got to go through it. And there's actually a thing that feels good when you get to the other end. So I challenge you to keep challenging yourself. Keep looking and saying, what do I really want, and what am I willing to do to actually get there? Because if you don't commit to you and commit to the goal, it will fall away. And we know, bottom line is, if you don't do the work, you get no results. We know that. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. It's just looking at yourself and saying, what do I really want? What do I really want for me? Because this whole 60 Up program is all about you. It's about your life. And then from that, you'll be able to experience more, relive things you didn't think you'd relive again, be in a position to help other people more and give back to them as well, because you've looked after yourself. So today, as we go through these exercises, challenge yourself. Don't go through them without a purpose or without a goal. Don't just do them. Take the challenge to try and be excellent in every moment. And when you're not, that's okay. Because my friend this morning wasn't excellent at every moment, but he refused to stop seeking and trying for those moments of excellence. So with that said, I'm going to get on with the workout today. Very simple. We know it's Basic Tuesdays, but I've got a couple of challenges that I think even for the more experienced 60 Up members, you're still going to enjoy this and have a little bit of a challenge as well. Diana, great to see you here. I really appreciate you being at the class. I appreciate everyone being part of this because it makes my day better as well. So thanks for being here. Let's get on with this. Okay, gloves are on. So again, very simple, but what I want you to focus on today is your real stability, feeling on the ground as we go through the movements, how solid you are and how little you actually need to use the poles. They're more there as a safety guide than they are as safety itself. So let's just start off just rocking the board. Stay where you're at, your feet stay on the ground, just rocking that board. And I want you to push a little harder with the upper body. If you have metal poles, they won't bend. If you have the flex poles, you'll feel a little bit of a bend in there. And again, we're warming up and just feeling those muscles in the upper body. I can feel it in my hands, just pushing side to side. Good. Come back and stand still. Now keep the board still and just step side to side with your feet. Step, tap, step, tap. And again, you can keep it smaller if you want, or you can take slightly bigger steps to the side. The wider you go, the more the weight transference goes from leg to leg. And you'll notice you're using more the outside of the leg muscles down here to step wide. Good. If you're going small, you'll notice it's just a nice, easy, light step without so much weight transference. Okay, good. Come back to the middle. All I want you to do now is just tap behind the number one. Got that? Just tapping behind the number one. And you're going to see how this is going to change. For those of you that are just starting out, go really slow and you'll notice the board should not tip to the side. If you're doing that, you're losing the balance on the leg you're standing on. But by tapping here, my left leg strong, my right leg strong. My left leg strong, my right leg strong. So we're just tapping in here. Good. Now, if you're just starting out, stick with this exercise. For those of you that are a little bit more advanced and want an extra challenge, do this one. Go tap, tap twice on the ground. Tap, tap twice on the ground. And feel free to join in if you want the challenge. So if you notice, your weight is staying all times on your right leg. So 2 taps on the ground, 1 on the board. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. 2 more. Last one. Tap, tap, tap. Good. Come and change legs. So now your weight goes on the right leg. The right leg is actually the one working. And left leg. Tap, 1, 2. 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 Now begin to lighten your grip on the pole if you've got it. Good. And come and rest down. Now what I want you to do is stand here and just play the piano with your fingers. Or maybe the flute or the clarinet or the recorder. Good. So what I want you to do is keep this motion going unless you need to hold the poles. So for the more advanced ones, just keep little finger going up. And let's go back to the tapping. Again, focusing on keeping those fingers moving in here as you're tapping, and you're keeping your balance so the board is not rocking side to side. You're going to see we're going to do some of these challenges today, so we multitask the brain. Now, with that being said, if you're new here, don't worry about the fingers going, just focus on being balanced on the ground. There you go, last couple. Okay, excellent, come to a standstill. Now, this exercise I didn't put into the program, but I decided to do it this morning, because this morning I bent over to put my sock on and realized how my balance was critical doing this. So what I want you to do, and just watch for 1 second, lift up your right leg and bring your head down and then stand back up again. If you have vertigo, just do a small little movement, keep your head up. But if you don't have vertigo, look down, stand back up. Look down, stand back up. And lift that knee as high as you can as you're bending over. And keep that balance. The board will save you, but you're in here. Good. Just hold that balance. Now, if you feel comfortable, put your thumbs on top of the board, on top of the poles, ready to grab them if you can. Or if you really want to challenge, take your hands off and just do this motion. So I'm here, bending, and just keeping it. Good, and come back. Just shake those legs out. Now, if you notice, that's the beginning movement of reaching down to put your socks on. So now we're going to change up the exercise a little bit. I'm going to take your right hand, hold the pole, take your left hand, and all I want you to do is bend forward and touch your foot and stand back up. So we're here, stand back up. And if you don't want to look down, you don't have to. Just see if you can keep that balance and touch. And again, if the board goes to the side, that's okay. We're working on mobility. Let's change sides. So now right leg, Left hand is on the pole, right leg lifts up. You're just gonna come down, touch your foot. So you're just in here. Now I was thinking a lot about this exercise, how I was gonna teach it and incorporate this into today's class just for basics. There you go, good. And if you can't touch the toe, just touch your knee with a little bit of a bend. But this exercise reminded me, one more. It reminded me of Bob Eubanks, who used to say he couldn't put his pants on without sitting down because he couldn't balance on one leg. So we're now going to progress this one, and we're going to touch left foot, then right foot, then left foot, then right foot. Are you ready? So we go here, touch, stand back up, touch. And try not to let the board rock as you're doing it. But if it does, and it's there for stabilization, that's okay. Just a couple more. Touch your foot and rest it down. So this is the beginning exercise of how to balance on one leg. Now, for those of you that are beginning out or don't feel comfortable, keep holding on, and we're going to do this again just 6 times. 3 times left foot, 3 times right. For those of you that feel really confident, I'm going to take both hands off, knowing that you can grab the pole. So we're going to do this. Touch both feet, hold, come back up. Now find your balance, come down, touch the foot, bring it back down again. And left leg up, touch your foot, bring it back down. Right leg up, touch your foot, bring it back down. One more time each side. Up, feel that balance, come back down. And last one, up, feel your balance, and come back down again. Good. Shake your legs out. That's just a little exercise to show we're practicing balance for everyday activities. Something as simple as putting your socks on. Okay, next one we're going to do. Take your right foot, place it right in the middle of the board. You'll see the red mark in the center. Take the left leg back just a little bit, and all we're doing is just a little down and back up. Down, trying to feel that the balance, your pressure on the board is perfectly even. Now, take your thumbs and just touch in here. So there's just the thumbs on there, and try and keep that foot in the middle. Last one. Good, come back. Now let's change feet. So your left foot goes exactly in the middle. Move your right leg back a little bit. Now bend both knees. You're here and come back up. Down, come back up. Good. If you want, take your hands off, only if you feel comfortable, and see if your pressure is exactly even. If not, the board's going to rock side to side. Last one, down and push back up again. Good, shake those legs out and give me 10 butt kickers. That's where your heel comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, and shake those legs out again. So we're going to progress this a little bit, where we're going to do a V-step. A V-step is where your foot goes out and wide and then back together again. So it's like the shape of a V. So take your right foot on number 2, left foot on number 2, right foot back, left foot back. Go with the right foot again. Up, up, back, back. Now for those of you that are more advanced, I want you to feel how soft you can get it to rock. Push softly, step back. So again, you're in control of your pressure points. Last one to the right. Good, let's go to the left now. Left foot, right foot, and back. Left foot, right foot, and back. Again, feel that pressure point. And for the more advanced, soft, but now do it at a slightly more of a knee bend. Good, let's go back to the right side again. So I'm going to bend, be in a semi-squat position. Go right leg again. Semi-squat, and back. For those of you that are new, stay upright. And last one to the right, semi-squat, back. Good, let's go to the left. Semi-squat, we're strengthening up the quads here to hold our body weight, be stronger as we're incorporating our change of balance, the shift of weight. Last time. Good. Okay, and rest it up. Now we're going to go back to the center. Put your right foot in the middle. Now lift that knee up and bring it back down. Right leg stays on the board. Bring it back up. Find your balance. and bring it back down. And we go again, 2 more. Up, feel that balance, and down. You should feel the pressure on the little toe and the big toe changing. Also the leg you're on, keep it slightly bent and come back down. Let's go to the left foot. We put the left foot in the center. Now come up, hold that knee, and step back down again. And we go again. Step up, hold that knee, step back down again. Here we go. Step up, hold that knee, step down again, and step back up, hold that knee, and step back down again. Okay, good. Shake the legs out. Let's get a quick drink of water because I can feel my mouth's getting a little dry. And again, we want to make sure we stay hydrated. It's critical with this hot weather. Kirk, I'm sure at 116, you had at least 1 cup of water that day. You had to have it. It's I can feel the heat already coming through my windows, and I can feel my body temperature going up. I should have already been drinking. So again, please stay so aware of how you're feeling and that you need to be hydrating at all times. Okay, next exercise, we're going to combine the last 2. So just watch one time. We're going to go right foot and back. Then my right foot goes in the middle, lift my knee and step back. Then we'll go to the left, V step, come back, and then I'll step in the middle, lift my knee, find my balance, and down. Are you ready? Going on the right leg. Here we go, V step. So 2, 2, back. Now right foot goes in the middle, lift the left leg, find your balance, and step back. Now V step to the left. Left, left, step back. Now left foot goes in the middle, you step up and find that balance. Step back. Here we go. 2, 2, back. Now right foot to the middle, lift it up and down, and left foot. And back. Now left foot goes in the middle, lift it up and balance. Good. It was great. Remember last week we did a bunch of single leg balancing, and I spoke to one of the people that actually come here on live. They said they nailed it. I said, how'd you do on the single leg? I nailed it. I love that because I know a couple of years ago, there's no way they were saying they could have nailed it. So great job. Keep it going. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the next exercise. We're going to go to the 2. Put your right foot on 2. Now you'll feel that we're slightly off balance. All I want you to do with your left foot is tap on 1, tap on 2, tap on 3, tap on 2, tap on 1, and then push with the 2, and we're going to reverse it. Are you ready? So step up, right foot on number 2, tap 1, tap 2, tap 3, tap 2, tap 1, and then push on 2. Right foot, tap 1, and notice I'm lifting my knee each time. Back on 1, now push on 2. Feel strong. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, push on 2. And 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, push on 2. And again. Now, I'm going to talk to you while you're doing this one, because what's great here is that you're learning how to be balanced and strong. You'll notice that outside of your leg is a little bit more work than the inside, so you're learning how to stabilize on a surface that's not quite flat. Last time through, right leg. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, and bring it back. And just rock 2 to 2. There you go. Just going to loosen up. We're going to go back and do it 3 times each. And the reason I want you to do this exercise again is we're learning how to move one leg away from the center, and the leg that you're standing on is helping you get strong enough and aware to be able to stay balanced in that position. So again, working on that connection of where's my body, how am I feeling, what's the change, and the brain is figuring out where the pressure points need to be. Are you ready? Push with the left. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, and push on 2. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, and push on 2. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, and push on 2. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, and stay there. I may have said 3 times, but want to move on to the next exercise. Okay, so here we're going to go in here. Just find your balance on 2 and 2. Which is always challenging when you come from a movement to find that peace and that center. Good. And just rock side to side. Now I'm going to hold on here. I'm going to give you some challenges today, which is about increasing your mental awareness of balance. So I'm going to ask for you to join along. And even though it may seem a little silly, this is serious as far as how it affects your body and your brain connection. Find your balance. Good. Now while you're with your balance, and we did it earlier, I want you to just move those fingers while you're balancing. And notice where your attention goes to. Is your attention on your fingers or is your attention on your balance? And it may be going back and forth. As you begin to lose your balance, you may notice that your attention goes to your balance. And then when you feel that you're balanced, you may be thinking of your fingers. There's no right or wrong. What we're doing here is teaching the brain to be aware of more than one thing. Like when you walk down the street and you're not confident, you just think about your balance and watch your feet all the time. Everything is about that. Now, the brain is jumping back and forth. Good, rock side to side. So now what we're going to do, just loosen it up. We're now going to incorporate a change of vision relative to balance. So come and find your balance in the middle. Now what I want you to do is look around your room. Don't look forward, just look around. And I'm going to keep talking, and already you're multitasking because you're listening, but just look around. Imagine you're walking down the street, you're looking at people, you're looking at cars going by, you want to cross the street, you're looking in shop windows, you're looking down at your grandchild that's with you. Good, and come back to the middle and notice how that one was a little harder to keep that balance, and I can feel it, but you're constantly adjusting. The reason it's harder is because you're now not stationary in view and being able to focus on one thing. You're now moving side to side. Let's come back and rock again. And the reason every time I change my head, my balance changes a little bit as well. But you will notice how cognitive you were as you were looking at things, that you, how cognitive you were as you were doing that, of your balance on your feet. As you looked around, notice how the balance was beginning to go. Now remember, if you want to increase your balance challenge, don't be on as thick a carpet, put it on a thinner mat. I know we have the 60 up mats, but you don't have to have that. You can have just a thin mat that you can get from anywhere, because we're not about getting you on our mat, we're getting you safely on a mat. And again, the 60 up are built really thin to give you the maximum possible challenge. But the thicker the carpet, the easier the balance. So as you get better, challenge yourself more. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, believe it or not, I'm going to stay quiet for about 40 seconds, right? What I want you to do is find your balance. Now I want you to talk to me, and I'm being serious here. Talk out loud and tell me what you did this weekend, as if you're talking to yourself. Go. What did you do this weekend? Keep talking. I'm not going to start till you tell me what you did this weekend. Okay, good. And rock side to side. Now the reason that I wanted you to do that exercise, and hopefully you did, is because now your brain is thinking of something from a memory, and it's communicating, which most stuff that we talk about is from a memory or something that we've done. It could be I've read a book and I'm telling you, I just saw the news. It could be current events. It could be something you've learned before. Keep rocking side to side. But what's happening now is the brain is using a different system where we're going memory and communication rather than vision and balance, but at the same time you are balancing. So we've got a combination now of auditory, memory, and balance going on. So the brain again is multifunctioning, not focused on one thing. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go to the ultimate challenge for today. Let me just go through this. We're going to go fingers. At the same time, we're going to look around, and you can start doing this with me now as we're rocking. And then you're going to tell me what you would love to be doing today. What's the one thing you'd love to do today, and explain to me why you would be doing that. I'm going to stay quiet on this one. I'll keep the look and I'll keep the fingers. So again, we're going to find our balance, keep the fingers going, look around the room, and at the same time be telling me what you'd love to be doing today. Are you ready? Find your balance. Good, start with the fingers. And now look around the room and tell me. You've got about 20 seconds to tell me what you'd be doing today. I hope you're talking out loud, not just thinking. Good, and come back and rock side to side. So I'd love to know how that felt for you. Because again, it's multitasking, multi-challenge, and I love that challenge. When I'm giving these classes, I'm thinking all the time. One thing I'm thinking right now is I want to turn this music down a little bit. And so I turned that music down. It was getting a little bit too much in there. But again, Kirk, what did you say? Oh, Kirk, you lost the video. Good morning, Julie. I just saw you say good morning as well. Let's just see. The video's frozen. Let's finish this workout off. Good. All I want you to do now is put your knees together and just rock side to side. So we're in here, a bit like that skiing motion, moving the hips and feeling the pressure on the outside of the feet. I push outside right, outside left, outside right, outside left. There you go. Pushing back into here. Good. Now what I want you to do is start walking. Lift those knees a little higher. Now we're getting that same motion going of that lift and down. Lift and down. There you go. Good. Pushing it together. Whew. Now what I want you to do is go into a small little run. So we've got just a little run going, so we're going a little bit faster in here. There you go. Getting this little cardio up and down. Good, and then come back to standing and just rock side to side again. So knees are together, push with the outside right foot, outside left. So we're just pushing. Who just came back in again? I think it's Danny. Hey, Danny. Good, just pushing side to side. Good, now lift up the right foot and lift it a little higher, and just that little walking motion where we're strengthening the hip flexors because we're lifting the knee. Our core is tight because we're staying upright and shoulders are back. We're getting that action as if we're walking up the steps without putting the pressure. Now smaller and go into a little run. There you go. Little run side to side. Keep those shoulders down, shoulders back. Good, and come back last time. Knees together, push with the outside of the feet. There you go, good. Really feel that hip pushing. It's funny, it's a stretching motion, but at the same time, it's a strengthening motion as well. Good, keep those knees bent, pushing the knees side to side. Now come back to a walk. Lifting those knees nice and high. There you go. Good, now bring it down and go into a little run. There you go, good. Keeping it going. Good, and come back to the middle. Now from here, what I want you to do is take your right foot back off the board and straighten the back leg and just push forward. You'll feel a stretch down the back of your right leg. Good, bring the left foot back, take the right foot onto number one and just push forward. Keep your left heel on the ground so we feel that little bit of stretch. Good, bring the right leg back. Left foot up on number one, foot goes back, and just pushing in here. There you go, good. Good, and bring your left foot back, take the right foot up, and just feel that stretch down the back of the leg. Good, excellent. Now come back on one and one, and just keep rocking. Nice and easy. Julie, hey, you're back on again, that's great. Donna. It's lucky you were late, Donna. We had video issues going on, so just step back in. We don't have too long left to go on the class, but we have enough of the time to get a few more exercises. Now, this is a little challenge that, again, is about balance. So find your balance in one and one. There you go, good. Now what I want you to do is take your right leg, push on the side, and now come back and find one-on-one balance as quick as you can. Good, take your left leg, you'll feel the board will rock, push down with the left leg. Now come back on one-on-one and find that balance as quick as you can. Good. Take your right leg, push on 3, come back quickly and find your balance. Good. Take your left leg, push on 3, come back as quick as you can and find your balance. Now we're going to try and speed this up a little bit if you want to take the challenge. If not, stay what you're doing. So from here, I'm going to go 3, come back and balance. And again, 3, come back and balance. So what we're working on here is the ability to step to the side and find your balance. Imagine, and I'm going to add this one in here in a minute, we're going to push that your foot is going to slip from underneath you. So what I want you to do now is don't lift your right leg, slide the right leg to the side and come back in again. Bend your knees, slide the left leg, slide it back in and find your balance again. Good, so I push, the board will touch the ground on the left and come back. So it's like I'm stepping out the shower, I slip, no, I come back to the middle again. I slip, I come back to the middle again. I slip, I come back to the middle and find it again. And you'll notice that the leg that you're standing on is taking all the pressure as it goes to give you the freedom to move your leg. Now the last one that we're going to do, and this is the last challenge of the day, is I want you to slide your foot, but don't let the opposite side touch the ground. This is really tough to do. So I'm constantly changing my pressure as I take my foot to the side, and as I bring it back again, I was able to do it without the board touching the side. It didn't touch the ground. So I'm constantly, I'm going to go to my left leg. Got to find my balance first. It's a huge challenge, this one. It's one of the hardest challenges that you can do, is try and slide that foot and keep the same pressure on the board, or adjusting the pressure so the board doesn't touch the side of the ground. It's a fantastic strengthener, and it's great to be aware of your pressure and points. I could feel the board was touching the side a little bit. And again, slide that foot. I'm going to practice this one because this one I really like. Bend those knees, slide and slide it back. You'll find, and I noticed myself as well, I'm using the poles a little bit more to try and help control that balance as well. Slide, touch the ground. Can I slide it back and find that balance? There you go, good. So from here, just rock side to side again. Last little motion in here. Find your balance. Go up on your toes and come down. Go up on your toes and come down. Go up on your toes and come down. And again, go up on your toes and come down. Now just rock side to side, bend your knees a little bit. That will take a little bit of the tightness off of your calves from just doing the work. Now we do another version of that. Again, strengthening the ankles, strengthening the calf muscles, and having that stabilization. All I want you to do is go up on your toes and rock side to side. So if you look from the side, my heels are up. I'm in here. So I'm up on my toes and I'm just rocking side to side. There you go, good. And bring your heels back down. And now just rock side to side. Now what I want you to do is go, without stopping the board, go up on your toes. So I'm here, just rocking side to side. Small motion, you can go as slow as you want and as soft as you want, and then come back down and rock side to side. There you go, good. And what I want you to do, just push on the left foot and step back off of the board. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do is almost like a cool down. I just want you to tap your heel on the board. This will help stretch out your calf muscle and again, strengthen up the front of the shin, get the strength to be able to, especially if you have, when I talk about it before, drop foot, trying to just get that heel to touch and keeping the toe nice and high. Good. Nice. Last one, and rest it down. Good. Just a few little butt kickers in here again to loosen those legs up. Good, just a little side step in side to side. Good, just take one hand off, shake that hand out as you step in side to side, take the other hand off, shake it out going side to side. Good, and come to stand on the ground. Just roll those shoulders back, loosen up any tension that you may have had during that exercise, good, and take them forward. So we're just rolling it across in here as well. Excellent. Shake those arms out. Now what I want you to do is just lift your knee up and just touch your knee. If you're holding on with one hand, swap hands. But again, just nice and easy. It's such a light movement. It's almost like a little bit of a, I shouldn't use the word floppy, but it's so relaxed. It's almost like it's no effort whatsoever. Good, and shake those hands out again. Grab hold of the poles, and step back just a little bit, and then just lean forward. Feel that little bit of stretch. Your legs should be straight, and feel the pressure on the balls of your feet. Don't be on the heels, be on the ball of your feet, and just bend forward slightly. Feel that stretch. Good, and come and stand back up again and shake those arms out. Okay. That's it for today's workout. I'm so sorry that the video went out. I may repeat this or some of it. I'd love to know where it went out, at what point the video went out, because I do want to repeat this, because I think especially the multitasking of the brain and balance coordination and being super strong, I think it's so critical that we work on this. So if I knew where it went out, I'm going to incorporate that exercise and the flow into the next Tuesday's workout. I may even bring it into Thursday, actually, because there's no level that determines how much our brain and body is interacting. So that's the end of the workout. I'm sorry that it was a little bit of a big interruption, having to start again and redo the video. But thank you so much for hanging in there. Good morning, Audrey. You're late, Audrey, but I'm not the boss of you. Okay, so it went out when I started the silent balancing. Okay, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to incorporate this into Thursday's workout because I think it's critical. And again, it is an advanced or more of an advanced than a basic setup. So I'll do this again. But thanks for hanging in there with me, because it's disappointing. It's really disappointing for me because I really appreciate the fact that you show up with the time and put your part of your day, which is so valuable, into this class. So we did finish it up. It did feel obviously a little bit broken up and maybe not the same flow. But again, I'll be back on Thursday, and I really appreciate you guys coming back in and jumping back on. I'm pretty sure Kim would take this and splice it together and make a video that will go up on YouTube if you want to do it later. But again, if the video kept dropping out, we're going to have to cut maybe that exercise out. But anyway, have a fantastic Tuesday. I apologize. I'm not going to move house, but I am going to find out why it dropped out, and maybe shares in Facebook will have gone down now. So it might be a good time to buy shares in Facebook, because if my workouts helping you and you being there isn't working, we know Facebook's not as valuable as it was, but we're going to get it back. So have a fantastic day. Thanks so much. And Diana, very quickly, you want to show the standing ab exercise? Thanks, Kim. You'll edit it together. That was quite an experience. Let me do this really quick for Diana, because you asked to show the standing ab exercise. Let me finish with this one. Okay, so I'm just going to stand in here. I'll stand at the front. What you want to do is you want to have your abs. The thing you do is you squeeze your abs. The way you do that is just blow out and tighten your abs. See, your abs are a non-jointed muscle, right? It's not like a bicep that has a joint that forces it to contract. It's non-jointed. And so what you have is you have your diaphragm behind that forces everything out, doesn't allow you to contract. The same as a bicep, when you contract it, it's working. Same with the abs. You want to make sure that they can contract. The way they contract is you blow your air out, which allows the air, the diaphragm, to become contracted, and then you can squeeze your abs and feel how tight they get. So, and there's the tightness, right? Now, another way to increase that is to bring your shoulders, think of bringing your shoulders down towards your pelvis. The way you do that is you tuck your pelvis under, so it's a big combination, and I bring my shoulders forward. So now it's a combination of blow out tuck the pelvis and bring the shoulders. Now, the only reason the pelvis and the shoulders are coming together is because you're squeezing your abs, which pulls these two pieces together, right? So it starts with, I blow out, I squeeze so tight, the pelvis tucks under, which at the same time, because it's tightening, brings my shoulder down and release. And back up. Now, if I was going to do that with the board, and I can just do it holding onto the board, now I'm here. I take a deep breath, I blow out, and release. And release. And that really is how you do standing core ab exercises. Now, there's ways you can advance that, and if you'd like, I'll bring some of those advancements as well into some of the classes. It's as simple, this is an advancement, so it's as simple as I do that exercise, I just lift one knee up to give an extra contraction on one side. But the big thing to remember, it's all about muscle squeeze. So you could be sitting watching TV and it's the same thing, blow out and up, and just squeeze and up, and squeeze and up, and squeeze. And again, remember, blow out when you're squeezing, and just that little motion of tightening is incredible to start strengthening the whole core area. So that's a quick little one for you, Diana. I hope that helps. Again, it's really important to understand how it works, why it works, and that will give you the freedom to feel it work. So anyway, have a fantastic day the rest of the day. Any other questions or stuff, let me know, and I'll keep addressing those. And on Thursday, I don't know what I can do, but I'm hoping I'll find a way to make this fluid and a non-stop workout again. But thanks for letting me know that the video was off, and we'll correct it. And Kim said that she will go ahead and edit it and put it up so it's smoother for YouTube. Have a beautiful day. You're most welcome, Diana, and stay cool. Bye-bye.